All right. I think we're live. Hi, everybody.
Right.
Oh, hello, everybody. This is Affected Collective. Uh-oh, it's on a loop.
Is it?
Boy, howdy. Kitty.
Oh, great. She's meowing.
Man, I can hear myself all looped around. Hey, if anybody's listening, can you type in the chat whether you can hear me on a loop?
We could always try it again, maybe.
Dang it. Can you hear me on a loop, testimonial?
I do not have it on the YouTube channel, so I'm not sure.
No, but you don't hear me looped around?
No, we sound fine as far as I'm
All right, I
concerned.
think it stopped, which would be great. Cool. All right, sweet. So yeah. So I just made this video about planes that seem to stand still in the air, and I think it's called like planes stopped in the air or something. What the flux? And testimonial truth, you were saying that you actually saw one today.
I did. Actually, I
Yeah.
mean, so that it was so fast and just so odd. I was sitting outside and I had my drink, whatnot, having a little break, had my phone with me, but as soon as and I noticed was something really white bright, of course up in the sky, and I'm looking and I'm like, what? And it was the shape of a plane, but I've never seen one that far up or like that clear and that white with it being that far up. And it seemed like it was just paused. And I was like, all right, trying to set my drink down, get my phone, to get the picture. And as soon as I did that, it was gone. And I'm looking, there's a tree in the direction, you'd think it would be headed. It never came out on the other side. It never showed again.
Wow. So, I mean, do you think it disappeared?
Yeah. Like, it I think it was like an anomaly, it was really strange. I've been having a lot of strange things just happen in general. So that's just another one added to my list of strange occurrences here lately. Um, I wish I had grabbed, could have got a picture of it. It's weird. It's like it was there 1 minute and then gone. So,
So somebody in the chat, DJ Stereophonic says he's seen birds do that in strong wind gusts.
wow.
Yeah. And that's pretty interesting.
Well, normally with as far up that it was, you're not going to be able to make out the plane really clear the way that I was able to see it really clear. And that was another strange thing, for me. I was like, what in the world? It didn't seem right. Not at all. It seemed out of place, to be honest. So,
Yeah, well, that's what. Okay, so I made the video of the that I witnessed the plane in the sky, and my video is completely terrible. But I I forgot about it for a long time. But I didn't even think to take video. I was a passenger in a car, and I was moving one direction, and I look over and we actually were stopped in traffic when I first saw it. I look over to my right and I saw it sort of this plane just stopped, and it looked like it went backwards, and it looked like it. I mean, it should have been going the opposite direction that we were moving, and it instead was going backwards or staying still, is what it seemed like. But I was definitely and I want to talk about that, Aaron. You just mentioned that you saw the sun is simulation, and you've seen the patent, and the moon is doing crazy stuff
oh,
too.
yeah.
I agree. Um, but
Matter of fact,
so,
if I could.
but yeah, so we'll get to that. But when I
Yeah.
was looking at the plane, I was like, your mind corrects for what you see and you expect it to be moving. So the whole time I was thinking it's moving, but it really wasn't. It might have been moving backwards at some times. Anyway, when I finally decided to get out my phone and take video, it was almost too late and I barely caught anything. But then a month or so later, I was watching somebody's video about, hey, what's up, Yones DJ? But I was watching somebody's video about the, I guess, about time being running congruent. Future, past, and present are sort of mixing together, or running parallel. And yeah, so there's weird things going on, definitely, for sure. Ms. Lambikin says she saw two planes straight up disappear.
That's what I'm saying seemed to happen today.
A
Like
lot of
the
people have commented that they've seen that kind of strange stuff. Blue beam, that's another thing that people keep bringing up, that maybe that's a blue beam thing. But some of the ones that I put in my video about it were filmed from the inside of a plane, and clearly the ground was not moving. It indicated that it was, the plane was not moving forward, and the people were freaked out. So I don't know how to explain that for blue beam, but I did have one of my favorite YouTubers, who is more of a video compiler and great thinker, Jesus Freak Computer Geek is his name. He actually told me about, he saw my video and he did some research and said that there were, he theorized there were CERN type places, like places with particle accelerators, and that they were, he thought maybe that plus chemtrails sort of deal, like putting aluminum, barium, and other heavy metals into the environment, maybe caused a time dilation via metallic magnetism. And I thought that was interesting. And I think there are holographic planes, but I don't think that's the only phenomenon. Keep your eyes on the skies, indeed. But so the large it turns out that Jesus Freak Computer Geek did some research, and he found that large magnetic fields can change, and when they change, it affects light on the quantum level. And so it could be that the planes aren't stopping, but that the light is stopping. I don't know. Doesn't seem to really explain the planes that people are on sort of stopping. But anyway, I thought that was a unique theory, and the fact that there are over 30,000 particle accelerators in the world, all running all the time. Yes, some of them are holograms for sure, but I figure, all the CERNs. Hey, Salted Cedar, what up? And yes, our Michael Ben's light, maybe, or Michelle. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry. If you're moving in your car, you don't have point of reference, it's called an optical illusion. True, but the planes were clearly stopped for people that were just standing still and filming the plane. So there were plenty of those too. The world is indeed getting stranger every day. Well, and CERN could be behind this, but there are so many particle accelerator facilities that it's really silly to just talk about CERN. The ones, and I've been finding evidence that there are plenty that are underground and we don't see them at all, because particle accelerators in general have to be underground. Linear accelerators can be above ground, but they are definitely. Aw, Salted Cedar is so popular. I want to be just like him when I grow up. I'm not growing up though. Oh, I love Testimonial Truth Gathering. Who's that? I'm just kidding.
right.
So I think that I want to just address this. The chat window is, I think, on a 1 minute delay or so. So yeah, I feel like that's fluctuating too. But yeah, in my entire video, and I found so much footage that I actually put way more links to the footage that I used and didn't use. Some of it didn't make the cut for the final cut. It was kind of overwhelming, but yeah, exactly. And CERN is not the only one that's been around since really after World War II was when a lot of them started popping up, and they started popping up as nuclear facilities, but they definitely were just. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read the chat and talk, and it's obviously messing me up. I can't do that. But black matter is art. What are you talking about? Whoa, I gotta look that up. What are you talking about? Black matter is art. I've never heard of that. Have you heard of that? Testimonial?
As art? No.
Yeah, black matter. I mean, I've heard of the
I have.
black goo, but
Yeah, I've
as
seen
far
that.
as I knew, black matter or dark matter, whichever it's used interchangeably, has not actually been proven. Yes, programmable matter indeed is a thing, and programmable antimatter is probably next. Who's a fake airplane? Skywatch. Yeah, the black goo is weird stuff. I agree. Anthony Patch, I like Anthony Patch, but I can never he gives a lot of vague information, I find. And anyway, that's I mean, I like him. I guess I want him to talk uh, more details. I want more details from Anthony. Mr. Patch, we need more details. You're talking in patches. But black matter matters. Okay, so I feel like that the Black Lives Matter, it always gets in my way whenever I'm searching for dark matter. It takes me to the Black Lives Matter pages and things, and I'm like, come on. So I don't know. That organization's interesting.
Vamp.
Greetings, Minister Lupine. Lupine. I'm sorry if I butcher anyone's names. Hi, Joe Pish. And Vamp Nation. Vamp Nation. That's an awesome name. This is getting crazy, and I think it does have to do with Jesus. I agree. Um, let's see. So we didn't really have like a format to talk about tonight. I just like to bring the chatters into the chat, the live chat. We're bringing the chat back in live chat. So so you guys really are going to determine what we talk about. But yeah, so most of my
Oh,
research involves particle accelerators, which there are very many undiscussed that are happening or that exist and have existed since the 30s or 40s. And they're all over the world. I guarantee there's one that you could drive to right now that is probably less than 11 hours of a drive. It definitely less than 11 hours. Let's see. Hydrogen missing a neuron. Who did you send that email to? 369. Chat for the people. That's right.
well, he did
Where's-
say look up. I do believe so. That's right, Vamp. Let's see. And the sun and the moon's in the star.
oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know Jesus said something like, "Look up when you see these things come to pass."
they would be signs.
Yo,
Yeah, in the heavens.
wow! I didn't even
And
know that. High
I
five!
wish
Woo.
I wish I could show them the double moon picture, dude. Yeah.
Well, we can try it. I think I have that one. Let me see if I can find it. Because yeah, so the other day, Testimonial Truth took a picture of what we thought the moon the moon was in superposition. And are you
Hmm.
serious, Ms. Lambikins? Anthony Patch is a Trump supporter? Are you being serious? Are you being for real? Because I mean, I'm not saying anything. I take no stance. I think all politicians are liars. You had a dream about the double moon? What?
Oh wow!
What?
I
Girl,
caught
what?
it. I caught it in the picture. Oh wow!
Girl, what? All right, well,
Yes, it is. It's like the sunrise and sunset seems catty corner, in my opinion, between south and east and north and west. It's like in between. It's not true west, true east. So,
All right. Well, I'm tempted to. I mean, I wanted to get the format down, but I'm tempted to bring Miss Lambikins on and with us on this live talk because
mhm.
I got to know more about both this dream about the double moon, and I think that's too much to type.
Well, we've got to see if we can find that picture
Oh yeah, okay,
somehow.
good. Let me see if I can get it. Um, I know I have it in my Google
Right.
Hangouts.
One electron.
Do boop ba da boo do do do. All right, yeah. See, oh, I'm so bad at this. I wish I was good at working.
It's alright. It's alright. I
Oh,
wonder
dang
if
it.
I can link it. Let me go to YouTube, grab my phone.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, well, I can find it. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. It'd be great if you can send it to me again, but I'll find it. I just got to scroll up because we talk too much.
All right. Thank you, Mr. WTF.
Where's Mr. WTF? He's
I
here.
see him. Yep.
Yeah. See, I'm not looking at the chat right now. Okay. Yeah. Actually. Oh no, it let me. Hold on. I can find
I
it.
am
Dang
trying
it.
to pull up YouTube and I can go grab that picture and try to send again.
I think. I think I'm almost there because it's on another device that I saved.
Yeah, I
Um.
noticed that, Mary. The stars. Now, tonight, I noticed I did see a few more than what I've been seeing. Like, it's almost like I can count all these other nights almost, only 12. It's like boom, 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 12 stars. Okay. So, they're missing, definitely. Um, in
Oh,
time,
kitty.
sorry, guys. Yeah, it's my kitty's
Hi,
meowing. Sorry, guys.
kitty.
Um, But time seems to definitely be affected. And another thing that I'm catching that I noticed, it's not just the moon that seems out of alignment. All right, I'm just gonna say, when I run bath water, for instance, I think that it should stay warmer longer,
Oh.
but it doesn't. It's like it gets colder faster, as
Okay.
if time is just, and food doesn't keep as long as it should.
And they're
So
doing that. They're zapping food with particle accelerators, produce anyway, to make it fresher longer. And I think that is like who started that? Why would they start it? I think maybe that might have to do with it was going bad a lot sooner. And to people in third world countries, that is a serious thing. Like,
right.
and farmers would notice that and stuff. But yeah, I think that's a let's see. I got a save image.
Oh wow. Yeah, somebody Miss Lampkin
What'd she
is
say? Yeah, I'm
saying
not looking
the
at the
same
chat.
thing.
So.
But the same thing is happening, and let's see. CERN changed. Justin is saying to Lamb says with the wolf not lion anymore. Right. Um, and I am gonna let you hit on the proton and electrons and all of that once you find the picture.
I've got it. I'm just saving
Oh,
it. So
okay.
read it. Read it to me. I can't see it right now. Um,
Chemtrails are obscuring the stars at night. Hydrogen would be an issue in all things changing, and
okay.
anyone more tolerant to higher temperatures.
All
I've kind
right.
of find that I'm having a trouble dealing with hot temperatures, to be honest, personally.
A lot of people are, and actually, it's interesting because
I'm
all right,
kind of intolerant.
I'm gonna share my entire screen. Everybody, I'm so sorry about this. Woo. Yeah, yeah.
I'm still
Oh, it's
trying
the
to
forever
sign
screen.
in.
All right. So
Hello.
Hello? Are you there?
Hello? Yes, I
Son
had
of
no
a
clue.
motherless biscuit. I
I
was
am
so mad.
so sorry. I had no clue what
No,
happened for a minute.
it was me. It terminated my browser.
Are
And I
we still
think
broadcasting or no?
now we are. I had
All
to
right.
restart it.
All right.
Sorry, everybody. I'm just learning how to do this. My browser completely shut down, and that's not cool. I know life did used to be normal. So we were talking about the bring us back because I'm
All
gonna
right. We're talking about the
we're gonna have to look
moon.
at that picture another time. But
All
trust me,
right.
it was a double moon. But
You
yeah,
know what I'll do? I'll even see if I can just post a
we'll
link.
we'll we'll figure it
I'll
out and have it ready for tomorrow.
yeah,
Yeah.
either that or I can post a link or whatever. But
It's too hard to go find stuff. I missed the chat.
I'm so sorry.
No,
All right.
I'm so sorry. I'm just
All
sorry.
right. Uh, let's see. It doesn't want us to share it.
Having a neutron. All right, so catch me up with this conversation. Having a neutron would not permit water to form. What are you guys talking about there? Because I have no idea.
I'm going to get my phone. That's it.
Hey,
All
Q
right.
question stuff. Any thoughts on the black hole sun? Yes, it. No,
Love
I
this
guess I
song.
guess I don't have thoughts on that. I haven't really looked into it other than you know, R.I.P. Chris Cornell. But but yeah, I don't know. I like to focus on stuff I can prove, and I go after it with a vengeance. Hey, what's up, Austin Lane? What's Kanukistan? Is that like Kekistan? I'm doing a video on that.
Oh wow. Right.
I have a scientist friend who told me that hydrogen changed and is now missing a neutron. Really? That's fascinating. That is very, very interesting. I was just looking at, well, sort of looking at ancient Peruvian ruins and things, and I found all this stuff that looks like, well, Pepe the Frog, aka Keck. And so um, there were also a bunch of H's with a bunch of other symbols. I mean, like huge stone structures that were H's, and I immediately thought of hydrogen. And it's pretty interesting because Kanukistan is Canada. Oh, like hey, you hoser! It's all about Kanukistan. That's awesome. Hey, D Buckner, what up, man? There probably is an anomaly in the center of the Sim sun, but you know, I don't know. I feel like that things are so weird with the sun that it's almost like, and they're so weird with time too. So it's almost like the that time is moving congruent. I just realized the chat's not up. I'm so terribly apologize. Just goodness
All
gracious.
right.
I'm
Let's
just
see.
terrible person. Here we go. Here we
We
go.
will get it.
Oh
Let's
wait, you
see.
know what? It let me. I just realized it could let me screen share. Let's do this.
All right.
Anyway, time is so messed up, and the sun seems to be fake in sometimes and not. I don't know. I mean, here, let's try
Well, I have
this.
pictures of the sun being all
Can y'all
weird
see
too.
that? Yes. Can y'all see that? The
Oh,
that's the
you got
picture.
it.
Yeah, did you see it? It's the picture of the two moons. So
Yay.
so I am successful. This is a big landmark
Oh, yeah. Please, please
in
don't
our
overlook
lives.
my porch.
That's not your porch. It's somebody else's.
Well, yeah, I'm saying the picture
All
of
right.
that I
All right.
shared.
So that's how I share. Okay. Well, I'm going to get better at doing this I'm so that I don't completely suck at it for very long. Well, we found this here most in the bottle, eh? I don't know if I said that right.
Oh,
Uh, let's see. All right. So Satan living here with us already. I would go as far as to say that in my research, as of recent, and I'm working on several videos currently that will be up soon. But in my research, I found that there is an evil coming into the world. It's trying to manifest through mimetic magic, memes, and otherwise. And it's actually been I don't know. It's in ancient ruins and things. It's been drawn all over the place, carved and hieroglyphs, and just it's been in our collective conscious and in our human knowing about it for a long time. So I'm not gonna say for sure that it's Satan. Could it be Satan? But I will say that the enemy will present himself as the solution. So beware anything that seems like the solution. Since the Garden of Eden, yep, he was a snake in the Garden of Eden. Ever since Eden, I just had a problem with snakes. I don't know what it is, man. What are you doing, Testimonial Truth? You're too quiet.
I am. I was about to type, but so so I'm wondering just quickly if who was this Lamekins? When did she have her dream
Oh
about the
yeah, I wanted to
double
hear about that.
sun?
Yeah, I don't know if she's with us anymore. Lemikins, are
Is
you
she,
there?
are you there?
What
Oh,
is Keck? Yeah, my my autocorrect makes it say kin too. Keck, Kek, started out as the in Korean it was 4chan's
she said.
favorite thing. It sounds like kick 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 kick, so it replaced LOL, and then it started becoming associated with Pepe the Frog's meme, and eventually it has manifested. Well, Keck was. Let me start over. Erase all that. Kek is an ancient Egyptian deity who is the deification of darkness and represents chaos and the bringing in of light. Kek is a frog headed god and one of the first of the 8 mentioned in the, I don't know how to say it, but the Uagdud, or the, I don't know how to say it, but it looks like Ogdod. It's the ancient Egyptian beliefs. Anyway, yeah. So Kek has been manifesting itself kind of everywhere. Like if you look at the Capitol Hill from above, if you look at the American Capitol and its surrounding areas, it looks like it is an owl, unless you turn it upside down, and then it looks like a frog. And I found all kinds of interesting things like that. Keck is occult magic. It is definitely meme magic, and it is charged with emotions. From the 2016 election that we all loved, right? Everybody loved that one. Everybody loved that one. I loved it. I mean, no, actually, I didn't. I was very, I was eerily spooked out by the conversations that were going on around that time. Because yes, meme magic, Miss Lambikins, is well, we all know what a meme is, and I think it's interesting that meme is actually me, because that's what a meme is. It's something that people will make, and well, memes are actually magic when they are charged with so many emotions. So I've been reading about, because Keck is also the name of a particle accelerator factory, and they make particle accelerators and pieces of particle accelerators for the whole world. And there's actually 2 of them. Oddly enough, Kek, the ancient Egyptian deity, and Kek, when he was the meme, Pepe the Frog, were all very much about doubles, double numbers. Double numbers are how this ancient Egyptian belief was said to create the universe, through doubles, double digits, that kind of thing. So it's very fitting that Keck, the particle accelerator plant, is in 2 different cities. It's got two separate plants. They do 2 separate things. It's pretty crazy. And I'm almost finished with that video. I'm gonna post it probably tomorrow. But
so
it's basically a deity that is trying to come into being, and it's it's definitely a ritual, but I don't think this one was started by anybody. It's got too many wait WTF is happening moments that it It seems to be started from chaos and darkness itself. London is on fire. I didn't know that. Like right
Now,
this moment.
yeah, apparently.
Yes,
I
Keck and
saw
Cock.
just a little. Mhm.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think there's a live video going on that
Of
someone
London on
shared.
fire.
There's
Like
something going on.
that reminds me
Right.
of London Bridge is falling down.
Oh, I think I'm not sure what building, but I only saw it for a split second. It's an apartment.
It's
Okay.
an apartment. Oh, humans don't have the power to end this world, nor do demons, but they can make it darker if anybody does anything. Well, and this thing that's manifesting, this Keck thing, is not. It doesn't, from my research, it doesn't seem to be a demon at all. It seems to be much, much bigger. And I've been finding a lot of it drawn all over the place throughout history, carved into huge stone structures, etc. And it's pretty spooky, not gonna lie. Whenever I get nervous, I either laugh or sing. So there may be a lot of laughing and singing in my video about Keck. Thank you, D. Buckner.
Yes.
So,
So,
third of the angels plus Satan were thrown out of heaven. He is Archangel Ark. What are you saying? Never mind, Shay Armstrong. Did I miss something? I probably did. Our sun isn't real anymore. I can't sleep. Ears ringing, headaches. I'm sorry to hear that, Aaron. That's terrible. No appetite. Dang. Another
someone
false flag in
mentioned.
London. They have them
Someone
weekly
men-
now. Yeah.
Okay, the fourth dimensional beings exist in time the way we exist in space. All right. I was gonna just touch on that because of
That
a
makes a lot
picture.
of sense, actually.
There was another picture. Like I go around my
Catch me outside.
area ish, and take pictures. So I caught in the woods, upon walking, that there was just this weird. It's like this triangle, and
Oh, yeah.
it's weird. It looks translucent,
Looks like a place into another dimension.
like a portal of a
Yeah.
dimensional. It's weird. So it's interesting, someone commented to that. I mean, with everything changing, I've just had too many weird things happen lately, past few weeks. For instance, I have cats, and one of them went to meow. Um, and at the same time, she meowed, but it was like a double meow
Yeah.
superimposed.
She meowed in superposition.
Yeah. And it was the first time I had ever heard something like that. It was as if you get that feedback if you're on a microphone, but of course she has no microphone. I mean, come on. So
It's
it,
feedback cat.
well, I well the thing was the direction that it happened. I looked over, and the interesting thing was she looked in that direction too, and looked at me like, "What is going on, Mom?" She was quiet, and then she did
What
it
up, Life
again.
Matrix? Sorry, didn't mean
And
to
it happened. No, it's fine, but it happened again. And
catch me outside. How about I was reading. Well,
but
yeah.
yeah,
So you heard your cat in superposition, and the very next day, or was it that same morning, you caught the moon in superposition,
it the
and
cat yeah, the cat happened first, and
and
then
and
then the
superposition.
moon.
Superposition, just in case people aren't familiar with that, is a quantum term, and it used to just happen on the quantum level, meaning like what we know as very, very small subatomic particles, that kind of thing. Um, and but what we're seeing now is in our reality evidence of superposition, and it just means something can be more than in more than one place at the exact same time. So if you saw superposition, it'd be like seeing a long exposure of somebody running by a camera. You'd see like a million of them, if that makes sense. But the Frozen Plains video, you liked that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. Trying to keep enlightenment through Satan is why Revelation. I like Revelation with an S. I like my revelations
Mm-hmm.
to have an S on it, the way it used to be. But
Right.
yeah, let's see. The spoon does not exist. I don't know what that means, Life Matrix. Did I miss something on your channel? I probably did. Had to go to a big wedding recently. It was not fun for me.
We are bending with the spoon.
We are bending, not the spoon. Well, hmm. I yeah, you
What
stumped me.
makes
I don't
what
follow.
makes me think of the Matrix when they were bending the spoon
Yeah, so
with
Q
their
question stuff.
minds.
Observation changes the wave particle function. That is an excellent point. And I've been finding that some of the people who have witnessed the planes stopping seem to actually kind of be connected, at least their observation of it, be connected with it and affected a little bit. It seems to me because I don't know, it's just my theory and I can't prove it yet, but there was a gentleman on who commented on my planes stopping in midair video, and he said that he always sees planes stopping, but it's at night. And anytime he goes to get his camera out and film them, right away when he's ready and starts it, they start moving again. So he commented all that, and I want to hear about that, D. Buckner, that you've seen Superposition. Hold that thought. And so, and the guy's name, his YouTube name is 007, like OHOH7, double O, the double OO. Anyway, he said that, or he commented it, and we talked a little on the comments of my video. Then he came back and said, AC, you're not going to believe this, because he's British. He was like, I freaking filmed a plane. And he actually didn't do it. His girlfriend did it. And I wonder if he had tried to film it himself, like if it would have started moving again. But since she filmed it and they got it on camera. So anyway, just random thoughts. And curtsy, thank you. Um, the plane that was stopped over the freeway and the trees nearby were perfectly still. Oh, yeah, yeah, I know what one you're talking about. That's right. The one that I said that, well, I don't know if I said that in the final edit. Thanks, guys. Affected Collective is a prodigy. Keep on following. I mean it. Oh, Life Matrix. I think I'm gonna cry. That is so dang sweet. Did we lose? Did we lose testimonial truth? Where's my testimonial truth?
I think I was muted.
Oh,
I am looking to share a link to that weird triangle in the tree. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I I feel I just have to show them.
right. And Aaron, good point. So the double slit experiment, the observer effect is that particles behave like particles if they're observed, but particles behave like waves if they're not observed. So if you think about that and you apply it to what we've been experiencing now since the effect has been going on, it's such a delightful time of confusion. It's very similar. Some of the things we've been experiencing are very similar and can be applied to that concept of how when you observe something, it acts like it's supposed to be acting, but when you don't observe it, it acts like something that blows your mind. But
Very vivid dreams.
very vivid dreams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have not been blessed with the vivid dreams, but it's probably because I have not been allowing myself enough time to sleep.
Do you,
Let's see.
well,
Every time you look at an analog clock, you see the second hand move back one before moving forward. Well, Robert Leal, I dare say, well, I would ask this. Is there anything in your life that you can think of, any experience with a clock or with the concept of a second or anything like that that you can think of that would cause that particular thing to happen because of your consciousness putting it out there? Because I've been reading a lot about how actually at Keck, which is a particle accelerator facility in Japan, actually it's two different places, but they're both called Keck. there was a Dzor. I think he means all clocks. But all right, Live Matrix. We'll listen to the full cast later. Like to have you on. Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. Hit me up in a Google Hangout chat, and we'll do that for show, for shizzle,
Hmm.
my brother.
Let's
Um,
see.
and thanks for dropping by, Life Matrix. You're so cute. You're so nice. You're like the old school, the man, dude. He's like, much love, dude. He's like been making videos that just helped me out of dark times. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan.
All right, I'm about to try to share this.
Okay, let's see what
Let's see
happens.
if it'll work. It's in my Google Photos, so.
Yeah, I don't know. You might have to.
Oh, it was removed. It won't do it here.
Well, I probably have to do it.
All right,
And
let me send it.
no,
Well,
but oh,
I don't want it to mess everything back up.
well, we can we can try that. The thing is, I can't practice at a live stream and doing the things without people being there, and
Right.
and so eh, I wish I was
That's all
good at
right.
this, but we'll
Well,
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
all right. So I'm just trying to think a few other topics and a few other, just weird
Hoots
things.
hoots hoots hoots. Are you being serious? You thought it was normal for the clock to turn back a bit before moving?
Hmm.
I'm not trying to criticize. I'm saying, are you serious? That like because it happens so often? Because that's pretty. That's pretty. I mean, I guess if you grew up always thinking that was normal because that's what you always saw, I can imagine that that would be just a regular thing for you. Like for instance, a lot of the okay, I had in my video about the planes, there was a pilot. You are serious? Oh wow, that's crazy, man. How many seconds does it turn back for you? Anyway, so there was a pilot in my uh, that I used the footage of in my video who is an instructor, and he was filming while a plane was completely stopped in the air, and he was like, "Yeah, that happens if you're going 45 knots and the wind is blowing back on you 45 knots. That's 45 knots of thrust versus 45 knots of wind pressure, and so the plane just holds there, and that's all fine and good, except that the airflow would find the path of least resistance around the nose. And so what happens is when you hit a stall, and that's what it's called, a stall, when the plane stalls, because it's like the thrust is equal to the air pressure on the nose, it stalls, but then a stall alarm goes on because what happens next is usually a spin, which is a very dangerous situation. So when the stall alarm comes on and it's very loud and it's very annoying, and there are even the joystick might move around in your hand because it's indicating you need to start working out of the stall going into the spin. Anyway, the air pressure will find the path of least resistance, so it'll go one way or the other around the nose. And since air is a fluid, it flows. It doesn't like to take sharp turn one way or the other. It easily in that stall can force the plane one direction or the other. So it doesn't match physics to just chill in the air with your ground speed zero because the wind is going forward and pushing on your airplane, which is thrusting forward at the same knots indicators. But anyway, I think if you're a pilot and you've experienced that a whole bunch, then of course you're going to be like, this is regular. This don't panic. This is just regular. It's no biggie. Because that's what you have seen with your own eyes and experienced a lot. And so that's what you know. And I would love to talk to a pilot who knows that's not what physics permits. And so, I mean, yeah. Um, has anyone else noticed there seem to be way more people that can't hold a conversation, or you will have to repeat a sentence like 3 times? I've noticed there are a lot more narcissists, so much so that people are straight up taking selfies instead of watching the show that they paid so much money to attend, or even dying taking a selfie because they are in a dangerous situation and they fall down and drowned and stuff. And it's just ridiculous. But I have noticed some of my people have changed, and I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. Let's see some many lucid dreams. People you met in a dream. Where are we? Where are we? Why are we here? What is the spiritually true about God and souls? So, is there anybody who thinks that they don't have a soul? I've talked to a couple people recently that think they don't have a soul. And selfies creep me out too, Rob, for real. Let's see. 333. Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Well, at least you had ice cream, Aaron, because and so 3 is the most powerful of the ancient Egyptian numbers, and doubles, triples, and quadruples of numbers are well, they're that thing, that evil that I was talking about. It seems to like calling itself Kek. I find it interesting that the Mandela effect is shortened to ME, which is me. So people probably think people are crazy if they don't know that the ME is the Mandela effect and they hear people saying like the me is freaking me out or you know the me is just crazy because they anyway, I've been thinking a lot about okay, so yeah, 444. You want to take that one, Sister Testimonial?
I looked it up, and it seemed to be more angelic in nature for the
That's what I've heard.
444.
That's what I've heard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and so okay.
And speaking of angelic,
Let's talk about your video. Yeah.
yeah.
So Testimonial Truth took some video of what I mean, when you
Well,
hear it,
it's
basically
audio. It's audio. It's where
I'm sorry, audio, yeah. And
yeah. Go
it,
ahead.
it sounds like angels, straight up. It sounds like a sound that is not of this earth, and it straight up sounds like angels. I mean, here, let me see if I can pull it up. You keep
It's
talking.
on. It's definitely on my channel. And
Right.
what I did when I caught this, I wasn't even looking for it. I was actually just I decided to try to do a practice run to see if I could go live one night, and I'm on my laptop, and I'm just I'm kind of just messing around, trying to figure out what I'm doing, and I'm live, so it's recording, and I'm doing this mic check at one point, but before that, when I played it back, I noticed I had caught much more than just angels, what sounds like angels singing, and at first I thought, is this electronical interference? I try to be logical about it, but the more I listened, the more it was not natural. Um,
Okay, cool. All
so
right.
I actually heard it even sounded like not just angels, but like there was a fight going on in the spiritual realm between good and evil. It sounded like there was a negative, and they were angelic beings were fighting.
All right, I think I got it. So let me try this. Screen share.
Sorry, I wasn't
No, you're doing
reading
great.
some of the comments.
Dang it. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I think I have to put this in a whole nother. Oh, no, wait. I think I got it. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna try this and see if it works. But oh, I have to go to the window. Okay, goodness
All
gracious.
right,
All
let's
right, so
stop.
let's
I was just trying to catch up and read some of the comments
can y'all
while
hear
you're
that?
looking.
Can you hear it? Here, I'm gonna start it over.
No,
Can you hear it? No?
I don't think so.
You can't? Dang. All right, well,
If
I
they
don't
go
know.
to the amplified,
Yeah, so
and
anyway,
if they really turn it up,
if you go to Testimonial Truths channel, this is what it looks like, and it's an insane sound. And I guess I can only hear it. and then there's bumps. So tell them what you think the bumps are.
You know, either the negative entity is hitting something, or the positive, what sounded like angelic beings, are blasting this negative entity with some kind of, I think, vibrational, blast of energy, maybe. But something was going on. Something definitely was going on, because I could hear it saying, go away. And like, boom, 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 boom. And they were like, get out, and really high frequency. And it, at one point, it goes, you. And it seems strained, like, it's other dimensional, that this negative entity is telling it, no, like, you get out. And they're going, get out. And it's wild. It is so wild. If I had known that's what was going to happen, of course I wouldn't have been in the background saying mic check. I never anticipated sharing it. But when I realized what I had, any inhibition about hang-ups, worrying about whatever, goes out the window. It's like I've got to share it and put it out there. So,
Yeah, exactly. Well,
and what I did, they want a link, if you're able.
okay, yeah.
Um,
Can you put or here? I'll put the link. Yeah, you go ahead and keep talking.
what is an OBS recorder?
I don't know, but keep talking.
Omar. All right. Well, anyway, it it was really interesting, and it's just audio clip of it. And what I did was, the sound on my laptop wasn't but so great. I played it on my phone. That was a little better. I plugged the phone up in the car
OBS Studio, I've tried. Yeah.
so that I could be able to, amplify, and I record it with the speaker with the volume turned way up in the car. And that's where I could hear even more. It was like a spiritual battle between good and bad. So definitely, I've never in my life caught what seems like positive, entities like that. I have caught the negative realm, and have had experiences, with paranormal things, most definitely. It was refreshing to know, that angels are around us. That's what I took away from it. I will let everybody else decide for themselves, and respect it, so, and screen it all. Okay. Oh, I see what he's saying. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think you mean, yeah, okay. Yeah,
All right.
the thing about OBS that I tried is it didn't let me actually nobody could hear us and stuff, and it peeved me off, I will
Mm-hmm.
say. But I'll figure it out, guys. I'm gonna get better at this.
See, and what, okay, all right. I do have a few other things that go along with what happened. When I played it in the car, I had my youngest son with me, and, he's over 18, so I don't feel bad about exposing him, sharing some of these things with him. And I'm like, you want to hear this? It's pretty wild. I think I call it angels. So he's listening, we're playing it, and as soon as we get done, he's like, yeah, that sounds like that. As soon as we get done and unplug the cord, the song on the radio, it said angels singing with the radio. It
Oh
was the
yeah, that's right.
song Florida Georgia Line. So,
Dang it.
you know, it it just seemed really, you know, I don't know, it didn't feel like coincidence. It felt like, someone
Mhm.
trying to send a message. So, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to there it goes. Okay, see, I had it I don't know, I'm trying to make it to where the live chat is up, but while you talk, it wasn't it wasn't having the live chat up.
All right. Oh,
So,
okay.
see what I mean? When you do you see that?
Yeah.
And I think that is cameraman, but I didn't see that. I don't know. It gives me a headache.
See, I don't know why I have the lion and lamb picture. I don't know. Anyway.
Video bitrate 2000. I'm going to write that down. Thank you, Omar.
Anyway, if you guys have a way to amplify the amplified video, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to hear it. It's really amazing, in my opinion. And a few nights later, I felt this warm breeze, and it was right around that 444. It was in the morning, what have you. I just felt a warm breeze, and I looked that up, and again, that kind of pointed towards angelic things, and I'm like, all right, nice to know the other side's kind of chiming in. So
Right.
it's not all negative. Now, I have another video with this sky anomaly, but it's on another channel. So
You
that's
sh-
wild. No, I'm just saying it's wild though. And I'm
uh,
trying to get it.
yeah, no, that's a good video. I think you should put them all on one channel and kill the
Yeah,
other channel
that's what I'm
because
trying to do.
it's just going to make people
Yeah.
yeah, they're just good.
That,
So
that's
Erin says lame people annoying, and I know she's not talking about us, right? No, none of us. Other people. No, I think yeah, trying to be patient with
how
showing
was
people the MEs and they still deny it. Yeah. I think
okay.
cognitive dissonance is a real nice warm blanket that people
How
just
was I have a
yeah.
question
How
there.
was it
How was
recorded?
what recorded?
She was on a hangout, she was trying to do a live stream from her
Yeah.
channel, and that's what happened. She was It is pretty crazy sounding indeed. And I mean, I think anybody who heard that would be like, is that angels? I mean, people would
Yeah.
first be like, you know well, you had some feedback loops or something like that, but I mean,
Mm-mm.
there's a I believe that we all have a soul memory. I believe it's in our DNA. And I further believe that we can access it, but that it doesn't, it has some programmed things in. Like we all know the feeling of flying. We all know what angels sound like. We all know, well, what hell looks like. We all know some things, what hay smells like. I don't know, random things. But it's
Oh,
not that
someone
we know
thought
it
I
with
had a
our.
mic. No, I didn't have a mic. I'm
She didn't
sorry
have
to
a mic.
interrupt
No,
you.
that's okay. Go for it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. No, well,
No,
I
I was telling them thank you. They subbed. So
set it to desktop. Click the tool wheel. Set to capture display. I can't do it right now, Omar, but I wrote down it. I'll write down that too. Click the tool wheel. Set to
and
capture
one
display.
last interesting thing, the minutes had said 333, and then once I uploaded it and made it like public, to be able to share it, it was like exactly 3 minutes or something. It was just I just noticed it was interesting about the timing with that as well.
Heard we're living in an illusion. Yeah, I would say. Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that, Robert. Very sick and massive pain. Mitochondrial disease. My God, I've never even heard of that. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Um, I was going to say a lot of our world right now is an illusion. Some of it is just plain lies. And I think that it takes a brave person to see past that. And it takes being put way outside of your comfort zone to to admit that all of it is a lie. I mean, and I think that that's what the Mandela effect does to people because it takes you way out of your comfort zone and makes it undeniable what you witness is not what it should be. I mean, things aren't the way they should be. So, um, and everything leads back to the blood. Yeah, blood is powerful, and I don't know. I'm not. I never feel led to explore blood. I guess it's just used in so many rituals. I just don't. Mm. So the Schumann resonance is a fascinating subject. It's supposed to be supposedly up from 7 to 30. I heard that it was like double, triple, something like that. Anyone know for sure what effect is in patented beings they zap us with? Yeah, we are awake, and I like to use the word aware because awareness that when you turn on the TV you see a show. I mean, unless it's the local news, which even though I gotta say the way that they train news reporters to read the news is very. It's without emotion, without feeling, and not that that's a problem, just that I don't know. Our emotions are taught to us to be, you know, a problem, and that we need to suppress them. And I disagree. I firmly think that they are our power. They are what make humans stand out from the rest. And if we are not aware of our consciousness being powerful, our emotions are, well, just our thoughts and feelings, if we're not aware of how powerful that is, it basically is giving up our power to be utilized, harnessed and utilized by something else. And this has been proven. This is going to be in one of my next videos, actually, but it's been proven by scientists and really kept completely silent for forever. But I think we've been, I think we've been for a long time conditioned to believe that our thoughts and feelings can't affect anything outside of ourselves physically, and that's just absolutely false. It's just absolutely false. And when you have a collective consciousness, a collection of everyone's thoughts and feelings, it's a very powerful thing. And that's how meme magic works. But like I said, that'll be in one of my next videos. Man, I'm getting a really bad headache. Is anybody else? I feel like that I
Are you there?
I was too sympathetic for Aaron's getting headaches and hearing things. Yeah, and um, I never get headaches, but
Oh
yeah, I'm
no.
getting a really bad one. And I was gonna try to ignore it, but it's getting really bad. Well, I don't think there's a multiverse exactly atmospheric dust, but I do feel like that there are time slippages, and I feel like that we've witnessed quantum behavior of matter on our on the macroverse scale in our physical reality. And reality just in general needs to be redefined, if you ask me. But Aaron, do you have a headache right now? Because I think I got yours.
Oh no.
And if so, you're welcome. I'm happy to take it for you, buddy. But yeah, yeah, but testimonial, you need to talk.
Okay. Do you
I
want to try to take a minute and
Yeah, let me take a minute. Let me go make some tea. Oh, BRB, everybody.
BRB? All right, everyone. So, um, I appreciate those of you who subbed and listened to that. I do, and I have been making other videos before. I know it only looks like I have two. Um, I've got more on a first channel. I was just trying to Advil. I was just trying to link up an email with it. So I'm going to be trying to transfer things over, but in the descriptions, I do have links to the original Testimonial True channel that I have. So there's some other pretty wild things there as well if you're interested. Um, let's all pray that her headache goes away and the Advil works really well, really fast. All right. Yes, headache here, Skywatch. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh man. I hope everybody in London, by the way, I know we were mentioning that earlier with all that's going on, that there won't be that much life lost because that's pretty sad to see that going on. Anyway, yeah. So I'm kind of thinking, I'm hoping that that won't be, you know, too bad for too long, too much longer. All right. No, I'm good. Too. Oh, so you're good. All right, Aaron. Good to hear. Omar and people aren't always honest. Let's see. Can you be a little more specific? Did I miss something? A comment above, maybe? And Jesus Christ is a big boss portal. All right.
I mean, that's an awesome name for a band.
Right.
It's kind of a long name, but it's a good
Reptilians.
one.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay, so I want to talk about my overall theory and just throw it on out there. So
Don't
I
buy
feel
into
like
it.
I
All right.
feel like that at some point, which the when the when they came is unimportant because I believe that time. Okay, let me start over. I believe that extra dimensional beings have come and they move through time in ways we can't imagine, and they've basically infiltrated our all levels of government and all of our entire timeline. And I believe that that is the real problem with what's going on. Now, it almost seems like this evil Keck thing that's manifesting is possibly to fight it because it seems to be manifesting from our collective emotions and things like that, but it's not from the aliens. It's not from the infiltrators. So, anyway, did I lose everybody? I probably did. Fear not is 365 times in the Bible. I did not know that. Food for thought. That's interesting. You spelled thought, toth, like thoth. So, when we understand we live on the enemy's earth and everything of man is of the enemy, the information that builds our knowledge is intentionally provided. Even the deceivers of the earth are deceived. Amen, brother Salted Cedar. Dang. Always spitting game. All right, guys, you were pretty messed up. It was interesting to see. A bit scary, though, to know that people can be so dumb. Who are you talking about, Zor? Aliens are from the inner earth, Agartha. I've heard that. Actually, it was interesting that, what's his name? Snowden came out with a bunch of information about that. Yeah, we should probably pray for the people in London.
Well, I know some feel like it could be a false flag, and um, I
Fear is the mind
think.
killer. It is a
Can you
paralyzer.
can you share a link again? I think someone a
Yeah,
link to the video Salted
sure,
Cedar.
sure. Oh, that link?
I think you shared it, but if you're
Is that
able,
what you're talking about?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
okay.
so.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and basically in my descriptions on the new one, I have a link to some of the older ones. The in my original, I'm just changing it so that I can easily link with an email. So I'm going to transfer everything over. Um,
So funny,
it,
dude.
but yeah, I mean, I'll get it all straight. It's just the anomaly. I can't say that word. If you can
Demons
help
and
me.
angels are in your mind. I think we
Mm,
can't know that. I think we can't know what's going on
well,
for
I guess
sure.
it's just interesting that if they were in my mind, that they were
That they would
recorded
have a
on that.
sound.
Yeah, that
So
they
I
were
think
able to be
sound
recorded.
I think sound is the most powerful force. Well, I think sound is more powerful than light for sure because well, I have a lot of reasons for that, but it's all about frequency, right? And I feel like that us humans here, we're under the impression that, because we've beaten the sound barrier, we've gone as fast as sound, but we have not gone as fast as light. I feel like that we kind of have this thinking that sound is not as powerful as light. And I think that's false. I think that sound, well, I mean, God said, let there be light. So God said. So first was sound. I mean, that's a biblical reference, true. But I feel like, well, first of all, sound equals frequency, equals vibration, equals shapes, equals colors. Like the visible spectrum is because of the frequencies that we can see and hear. And so I feel that, yeah, I don't, I'm sorry, my headache is really distracting. I don't know what my point was, but That's been coming into my view a lot lately, is in my research, which I'm researching a lot of different subjects, and they're all tying together. It is bizarro world. Like, I have to check myself every once in a while that I have not gone mad, and I haven't, not yet. We are created and held together by the voice of God. We only see 2% of the light spectrum, if that. Yeah, I don't think that we even see 2%, but yeah, something like that. It's ridiculously little. And I was under the impression from, I don't know, when I was in an elementary school, they had all these posters on every wall of every classroom I was in that showed the light spectrum as being, I mean, it's a misleading chart because it breaks it down to this little tiny section, but that's not the noticeable part. They have the colors up just right next to the I don't know, the whole what there is of light. Like one direction it goes ultraviolet, and the other direction it goes what am I, infrared. And so, oh, and here's another weird thing: pink doesn't have a frequency. WTF? WTF? Why doesn't pink have a frequency? I can't figure that one out. But I have been looking into animals that are pink now. Albino or leucistic animals are all very pink, pink as hell, and it's pretty weird. Are we the lost city under the sea of the firmament? Well, I don't know about lost. People do seem lost though, but under the sea of the firmament, I would definitely say that there's a firmament that has formed. Did Zor say he was a demon? Now here's a question: is God's kingdom, is that available for demons too? I mean, if they've never been human, what's the take on that one? Is that too weird of a question?
Well, I think a commenter had said they were a demon above, right? They were like, I'm a
Yeah.
demon, ask me something or whatever a minute ago. But you're saying, all right, can you repeat it once more?
Pink is your favorite color. Pink is my favorite color. Excellent use of speaking in your voice. Oh, you were singing the song, weren't you? Pink is my favorite color.
Can
All
you
right, yeah,
repeat
and
your
music.
question?
Hey, bass player 10, what up, dude? How long you been here? Man, sorry I didn't say hi. Um, the Bible said that God sent a demon to tempt Jesus. I thought Satan went and
Yeah.
tried to tempt Jesus. Now it says God sent a demon? Lord mercy. Lord have mercy. Goodness gracious. Seriously, all right, I got to grab my Bible. I should have it on hand.
Well, I know in Revelation 3:14 it's saying the creation of God instead of God's creation. That's a big one for me. So yeah. hmm
You know,
But we
and
gotta we gotta look at that and see if it
for,
said Satan or demon.
from now on, you guys, we promise we're going to be way more better at at having links and and being able to share them.
Right.
I'll read about it. I'll figure it out. I apologize. Omar Corona, pink noise. I didn't think about that. There's white noise. And there's actually all the colors of noise because it's frequencies. But pink noise, what is that? What even is that? It's very possible they could interact with our realm through the internet. I would say, DJ Stereophonic, that the meme magic stuff that I'm studying, they are becoming manifest through the internet, and it's pretty scary. It's pretty scary. But I don't like to use the word scurry. Sorry about that. Lots of the Bible has changed lately. Oh, amen. That's
Yeah.
so true. Serial vapist. Serial vapist. I love that name. That's awesome. Plus, Matrix is in the Bible, right? And Matrix is, and I don't rant, by the way. You can feel free to rant here on this channel, okay? But Matrix being in the Bible, and it means womb. It means, and I mean, that's all kinds of weird comparisons with, the firmament being our sort of incubator and that kind of deal. That's pretty spooky. Have y'all heard about that? What's the name of what you're studying? Who, me? um, Keck, Kek. I study a lot of stuff. I study like I'm always ref- researching, cross referencing. I'm just like I can't stop. I can't even sleep. Mini vids here. Zoc Hubbard, Russian vid. All right, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that because I don't know, Aaron. I'm gonna take a screenshot and look up all these things that you're talking about
Mm-hmm.
because I don't even know. All right, let's see. Capture. Yay, I got it. Yeah. Ow. I love that. All right, so yeah, what were we saying? And you know what? I apologize because we will go ahead and wait a minute, wait a minute. Skywatch Central, you can't post a link to Zora's channel so everybody can go mess up his world. That is not going to reflect well on your own soul. Now I'm gonna have to delete this.
What is that?
No, I can't delete it. Well, I don't know how to delete it, but I'm not going to delete it.
Oh.
But I don't want anybody to go there. Don't unless you're just going to check out what he's saying because it's not going to be karmactically wise to go on somebody's channel and dislike all their stuff. That's not nice. It'll just yeah. I don't rant. That's the story of my life. Sleep just evades me. I like try to go to sleep and I'm like, man, oh, I got it. I'm gonna go fix this one part of this video. Yeah, I can't even help it. Perception, which is our senses, which manifests our reality, but we are able to recognize who's influencing our reality, and for some, all of their reality. Only one truth to find the way to everlasting life. I mean, I just like how Salted Cedar be talking. I just like it. I just love
Hmm.
it. Can someone teach me how to tag other chat users in my comment? Wow, that is an advanced question that I don't
I
even.
think, I
I don't
think,
even
I think that you have to spell out their whole name.
you have to spell out their whole name.
You
But
may, you may. Don't quote me on that. Just try it
with
and
a
try a little at. Let
oh,
me, let
you
me
know,
try it. I'll try it.
yeah. See, because I've tried that and I didn't. It didn't work for me. Maybe if you do a little
I'm
at,
gonna try it. I'm
yeah,
gonna try it
try
right
some
now.
try some ats and some and some pluses if that don't work. And I'm on an iPhone.
I'm trying it. I'm
Let's
trying to
see.
see if that tagged
Cyril
him.
Cyril Vapus says, in my opinion, our minds as a collective creates reality, which is why it's so important to influence what we believe to be true. Yes, there's a reason it's called TV programming. Yes, I was just actually talking about that with a friend tonight. And karma, if it doesn't exist, Lone Yukon, it sure does seem to be a concept that can come into existence from people wanting it to be real. It seems to me that it's possible. I'm not saying one way or the other because I don't think anyone really knows, except, except God. Who was your great, 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 great grandfather? Whose? Who's great, 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 great? How'd you do that, Omar? Omar, how did you do it? How did? How did he do that?
It's the at and whole name.
Yeah, oh, I see the directions now. Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry. I never learned to read. Aaron, I'm not obsessed for truth, but I would say that well, my
Idioms.
Twitter, I just made a Twitter. It says I eat uh I eat research. I have research for breakfast. Yeah, I kind of can't stop. Many truthers have vids show many bloopers, bad acting. Yeah, Sandy Hook was obvious, and so was that. What was it? The Boston Marathon bombing. That was just sad. See, affected collect. Yeah, see, you have to. Oh, salty. These are the good times. We had a lot of them, grandmothers and grandfathers. That's true, atmospheric dust. And on my personal journey, I've been shown other lives. So if you count those grandmothers and grandfathers, there's just endless numbers. Love your
Hmm.
neighbor as yourself. Pray for your enemies, not for karma's sake, but because Christ told us to. Absolutely. I love everybody, and I love all of y'all, and I love everybody in my life, everybody I don't know. Like, I mean, when I feel sad or mad, I mean, I need my people, and they lift me up. And yeah, definitely do it because Christ told us to, but also because it's the right thing, you know. It feels good, and love, actually, that frequency opens up more of our unused DNA, so it actually accesses more of the alleles on our DNA helix, and thus makes us evolve and sparks us up, man. On the contrary, fear, which is the opposite of love, has a very weak frequency that doesn't hit many points on our DNA. So it actually keeps us in a state that is, mm, it's just sad. It's just, it keeps us in a state. Well, actually, and it opens us up to the possibility of, it leaves us vulnerable of being taken advantage of by entities that we can't see, whatever you would like to call them. Your
Yes.
mom and dad made you. Argue with that, please. I agree. And would you like to know this? I have found a lot of evidence that my mom could have been someone else. Mandela effect. Yeah. Let's see. If it wasn't for the false flags, I'd probably still be a zombie. You mean that the false flags opened your eyes to the goings on that were not right? The illusion. I like to call that the illusion of our systems, our political systems, our health care systems, our education system is pathetic. All right, yeah. Thanks, Skywatch, for being here. Thank you for not going to Mr. Zor's channel and effing his S up, his S word. F F wording his S word
Oh,
up.
try.
Good night. Good
Oh
night.
yes. Thanks for loving your neighbor, your enemy as well, or whatever. Oh, that's hard to do.
All
Rise
right.
above it.
Rise above.
Rise above it.
Something has got the entire earth pitted against one another, so everyone has their own rationalizations for their truths. You know, and I agree, Mr. Nice Guy 23. I would go as far as to say that my goal in starting this channel, which I didn't expect this channel to become so popular so quickly, so I thought it would be way longer of a time to gather people, but I really want to talk with the people. I want to unite people and find some common ground, because there is common ground, but everyone's got these stances that are so, well, chaotic, and rationalizations for their truths. I agree, and omissions. Serial Vapus says, I don't like to think we were created. I feel like we were always around. Creators of our bodies might make more sense to me. Oh, I would definitely agree with that. Absolutely. And oh yeah, so Aaron says, I hear many say their family isn't the same. Your son has changed? Oh no. I know some people whose family has changed. I have an aunt whose mind capacity has deteriorated so fast that none of us are prepared for it. And it makes, I try to forgive, but it makes me so mad that my family ignores that she needs someone to walk with her, somebody to sort of, she needs care. And everyone just sort of leaves her to walk down the streets of New York alone, for instance. Anyway,
Oh,
is
I'm
lone,
sorry.
oh
I
hey,
wasn't. I'm not going just yet. I think.
good night, Lone
I.
Yukon. Good night,
Yeah,
my
I'm
friend.
sorry. I think I made someone think I was. Oh, Aaron.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
thank
not.
you. Thank you, Tesla Bean.
I was telling others good night.
Oh,
Who were leaving. Yeah.
way to go, buddy. No, I'm just kidding.
I just didn't clarify. Made it seem like I was leaving.
What
But
we are taught as love today from TV doesn't even really equate to unconditional love. It is something darker. Oh, absolutely, Cameron Jackson. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is very disturbing. I don't even, I have a TV and stuff, but I don't watch it.
mm-mm.
And people are always like, "Hey, yeah, did you see that on Netflix?" And I'm like, I can't find anything, I guess, edgy enough on Netflix to make it worth subscribing to. Compassion. Yes, there is a lack of compassion. I mean, somebody said earlier that there is a reason TV is called programming. They really did. The proverbial they, um, really did introduce it with TV programs as meaning just that. And everything has so many layers of meaning, that I think it was Richard Feynman who said, if you look deeper into any subject, you find more and more and more about it. Dang iPad.
Hmm.
Let's see what the iPad did to Salted Cedar's comment. When we have the Holy Spirit inside us, it's like missing a piece of DNA, and you can feel a new heart transformation. This will give you the eyes to see the truth and avoid the rest. Huh. Well, okay, I'm confused because if we have the Holy Spirit inside of us, it's like,
It
oh,
fills in a
it's
missing.
like a missing
Mm-hmm.
piece. Yes, and it fills in that missing piece. Right. Yeah, I would agree. And the new heart transformation, not not the same thing as a heart bypass, which what's his name Rockefeller had like 5 of before he died. Oh, thank you, Tesla Beam. Yeah, so the plane stop in midair. I didn't know what to call that. And every time I see the title of it, I'm like, oh, why did I call it that? I didn't know how to say, like, planes seem to be acting funny. Wait. Everything stopped for a second. Oh, and particle fever is a good one, D. Buckner. Well, it's creepy, but it's a good one. Atmospheric dust. What do you mean your great grandfather invented TV? For real? I would like to hear more about that. Inviting in the collective consciousness feels like a lie detector test. No, I agree. It is like getting a missing piece of DNA, and the Holy Spirit is a concept that I've only recently become familiar with because I was raised without religion. But I would definitely, I would definitely say that I've always known that there is a God and He loves us unconditionally. And yeah, I've just never questioned that, not at all. But I would say that I've looked into a lot of things, and there are a lot of things that seem wrong on their face to me. But and yes, Erin, she does have dementia, but it's not. I mean, it's just come on so quickly. In fact, there was. I've looked through pictures, and I remember certain dates. I remember she was wearing something totally different in the picture than I remember her wearing. And she is not looking at the camera like everyone else. She'll be looking off distantly. And so the dementia seems to have coincided with the timing of the Mandela effect incredibly well. And I don't know. I can't prove it, but it just gets me sad. Oh, well, let's see. Bald Baldwin Hulu ad. Oh yeah, the Baldwin Hulu ad. Yeah, where it's like because we're aliens and that's how we roll. Those ads are so messed up. I forgot about that. It's not like it gives me answers, but gives me a refining no or yes when I'm looking at information. The Holy Spirit does. Oh, see testimonial truth. Now I thought you were going to sleep because you're all
No.
night
Oh
all
no.
going on to sleep.
No. I said to. Wait. Did I spell it wrong?
Testimonial truth
Night
keeps
to all. Night to all going.
Night
Oh,
to all going on to sleep.
oh my gosh! It totally typoed. It's like night to everyone who's going to sleep.
Oh, it's all good. You're
Oh,
funny
come
with your
on!
little fake announcements. Going to sleep. Oh, goodness
Just
gracious.
seeing who's paying attention. What
Um,
we do is. All right, let's just roll call right now. Who's gonna stay and who's
you're so silly.
anyway?
Holy
All right.
Spirit can be in millions at the same time is the only thing on earth at this time. The fallen spirits can't do that and need open vessels. They too are here, and there are many. Well, yeah, I mean, I just try not to think about that kind of stuff. It makes me kind of overwhelmed. But TTG, GD&T, what does that mean? Night to everyone who is are going to sleep.
Selling
LOL.
wolf tickets.
Wait,
What?
wait. Oh, I think he means you're crying wolf.
Oh,
But
oh. Oh no.
yep, tickets to see.
It's my
Yep,
typo.
yep.
Oh
Goodness
gosh.
gracious. Goodness
Oh, that is
gracious.
too good.
CERN's making bodies and clones that they can live in. What? Okay, I don't rant. You're gonna have to rant some things about that because what you can't just say something like that. In April 1820, Joseph Smith saw God. A couple weeks later, Oersted also discovered the relationship of electricity and magnetism, or his student did. I didn't know about that. Oh, testimonial equals TTG. TTG, good night. See, people thought you were going to
Oh
bed.
gosh.
Hey,
Oh no.
hey, testimonial. Hey, good night. Are you asleep yet? Anyway,
No.
sorry.
Oh,
Good night. All right, so that's what my grandma used to always say. Good night.
good time of day.
Good night. Have you ever seen this video? Eyewitness shocked by hologram sky in Jerusalem. Look it up on YouTube. I have not seen that, but I'm gonna write it down. Eyewitness. I like to write things down, by the way, you guys. It's with the pen and paper. It's how the old schoolers did it. Because, and I was thinking today that my stuff I write down can't be taken or messed with. But wait, where was it? So eyewitness shocked by hologram sky. I wish I was handy enough to put it up on this here. I could share it with this thread, but I'm not yet that handy. I will be handy by next week. I swear. Y'all, I give you my honest promise. Hey, what up, One? One, what are you doing up at this hour? Maybe you're Australian. I don't even know. We were asleep, but the Mandela effect woke us up. It sure did wake a lot of people up. And I forget that sometimes that people don't know, like, say, about the cremation of care ceremony at the, what's that place called in the Redwood Trees that all our elite leaders go and sacrifice a baby that they say is an effigy, that kind of thing. But
Wait,
you know what I'm talking about?
wait. I was looking at.
Go for it.
I was just looking at the chat where they were like breaking down my name for a minute. The test.
Yeah.
Wait, trying to look at that.
Well, because he said TTGGDNT, which means testimonial truth good night. And so I asked what that meant.
Oh,
TTG.
gotcha.
See,
Okay.
that's how rumors get started. See, you thought they're breaking down your name.
Oh no no no! I was just looking. I was
Thank
looking.
you,
I was
Ian.
looking.
Yes, Bohemian Grove. That's what I was talking about. Um, one, did we wake you up and you saw that we were on live and you were like, they didn't tell me, those bastards. Well, I apologize. And we're just kind of practicing doing live chats and seeing what we're doing wrong and stuff. um, what is DJ Stereophonic responding to? He says orbs. I must have missed it because he's just all orbs, like hors d'oeuvres.
no, let's be more. Okay, I have seen alien orbs and I have seen ghostly orbs.
You've seen, yeah. What is it? You've seen extraterrestrial or extra dimensional spiritual and otherwise.
Right. Right.
That
Paranormal, what have you?
paranormal,
Supernatural,
supernatural,
paranormal.
paranormal. Yep, that's all you, all you.
Yes. Um,
What do you mean water equals life? Oh, they mess with the water in your thoughts. Maybe the water on our brains. Water exists before light. It's interesting that you're bringing that up because the Keck theory is that Keck uh, manifested out of primordial darkness, and it was in water, which was brought by another one of the gods who also had a frog head, and they were all amphibious themed because of the um, the water that they were born into, sort of. And now there appears to have been a thank you, Ian. You're so sweet.
mhm.
It's really hard, but thank you very much for your encouragement. Yes, we do need a tech guy. Do you know one? But yeah,
Well,
so go ahead.
no,
Go ahead,
I'm
testimony.
sorry.
No, you say it, girl.
Well, I want you to get back on
Tech.
the
Yep.
yeah, the subject right there, but I'm reading the energy and I made a comment where my emotions at one time affected
Oh
the light
yeah.
bulbs
Yeah,
and
talk about that.
the lights were like zooming, kind of dimming in and out
And it
rather.
was around when you get your powers usually, like if when people start to realize their powers, it's around when they
I
are
was
a teenager.
Yeah, I was about 16, 17, and someone I had been really, really deeply, it was not puppy love. It was just like you really grieve, like you've really lost somebody for anybody who has permanently. I was grieving hard, and this guy was trying to tell me details about being with another, and my emotions were like over the roof, hurt, mad, everything. And I noticed that the lights in the bathroom, I was like in the bathroom at this point, they were dimming in and out the light bulb. And I went out of the room and it quit doing that. I went into another room. Other rooms that had lights on weren't doing it. It was only the rooms that I was in. And eventually I had to sit there and talk in the dark. And before I did that, I asked my mom to witness. I was like, see what's happening? you know and she's like, what is going on? It's not doing it in any room you're not in. Um so that was definitely interesting to me. Personal experience that I'll never forget. So I
And
had to calm
also
my I really had to
there was
calm
another
down.
time there was another couple times that are probably too
Mm-hmm.
personal of experiences that you did with your mind control physical
Hmm.
reality.
Oh,
You
well,
well,
the moon thing actually,
oh
I
yeah,
know what you're
that's
talking about, but the
yeah.
moon, I was telling somebody that I thought that it had moved rather fast that one night to the position that it was, and I said, I wish that I could show you where it had been. So I was going to take a picture and actually draw on the screen. So I was actually like wishing that I could show them, and that's why I found it interesting that the image come up with like double moons. I had actually been thinking, gee, I wish I could show them. So I'm
So
trying to. I'm sorry. I'm pausing to read
oh, I
a
know.
few
I'm trying. It's
comments.
hard to read and reply, and yeah,
Right.
I'm glad that there's a good group tonight. And dang, wait, I missed some stuff. Thank you guys all for being here. By the way,
Yes.
thanks,
Let us
thanks,
catch up. Let us catch up with the
thanks for
comments real
bearing with
quick.
us as we try to bring the chat back into the live chat.
Let
Bam.
me. I'll pause for now and try to catch up.
Okay.
Um. Now
Last
the
oh,
other.
hey, listen to me.
All right.
Okay, Serial Vapus says, last time I grieved hard, there was someone pounding at my door. I opened it and nobody was there. Within a second, I heard a fluorescent bulb smash to the ground in the basement. That's
Ooh.
freaking fascinating
Uh huh.
because Testimonial Truth had an experience that after the double moons and all and
Mm-hmm.
everything, that there was awesome. That there was pounding. Tell the story. Tell the story.
You mean the
The pounding on the side of your
on the back of the house?
yeah.
The noises I heard.
Yeah. At
Um.
the plague of frogs, yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Is there any more comments that before I get into that
Do it.
you need to
You should
catch up
just
with?
do it. No,
All right.
no. There's no catching up. We just got to
Fake
go on.
friends or telepath. All right. All right. So It was yesterday morning, right? Yeah, I believe.
I don't be
Yeah,
knowing.
yes.
I
It
don't
would.
count time.
Our days are strewing together now, but
Yeah, for real.
not this morning, but yesterday. Um, my Oh man, it was just weird. I can't even explain this noise. It was as if I was awake, but I was wondering if I was dreaming for a moment. But it's like something was at the back of the house that was really loud. It sounded like water, and I'm in a, I don't know what it was. It almost sounded like wind, and to begin with, it almost sounded like digital, like people having like something having a conversation. I don't even understand what it was. It did it 3 times. It did it, then it would stop. It do it again, stop, did it again. And each time I felt a sense. I remember a fear, just deep in my chest. I felt like, oh, scared, like I wanted to run. And I thought that I had, but I didn't. It was weird. And I tried to look up. I've never had that happen, just strange noises, sounds, what have you. It seemed really real, um, that it was taking place. So I have no, I, I don't even know what it was. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
So,
no, and like you didn't know if you were dreaming or not because it was that like surreal. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so I just read so many interesting comments and I can't remember.
yeah, maybe.
I can't choose. Okay, so all right, let's just start with Salty Cedar right down here. I've seen a green light moving through the clouds fast, could see the green go in and out of the clouds and was gone. Whoa, that ain't cool. I mean, did you feel like what were you feeling at the time? Did you feel like it was because there was this time that Sister Testimonial Truth was outside and saw, well, kind of like some lights in the sky and stuff, and then pretty much it was a ship. And she thought, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Take me. And so her man grabbed her so fast and got her inside the house. Thank
Yeah.
goodness. Thank goodness. But so I think that our feelings, because people talk about how they know when like a UFO they know when they've noticed it, like the UFO is consciously aware of the um, being noticed by somebody. And other people have described how they've known, like they were thinking about UFOs, like that'd be crazy if I saw a UFO, and then they do. And they see several, and it seems to almost interact with their noticing it. So, and I think that when Sister Testimonial Truth saw the dang spaceship in the sky and thought, "I'm ready, take me, I'm ready to go," I think that the spaceship was probably using some mind control on her, and you know, I don't know, is that magic? And oh hey, what up, Mathia? What you
they
doing?
know. They know if
Yeah,
they've been
how long you
spotted.
been
Well,
here? Wait, I thought you were driving right now. Dang it, you better not be driving and chatting. Welcome. That's what I'm going to say. Hello,
aw.
my friend, and welcome. They
Well,
are
it is
telepathic.
pretty scary, serial vapist.
Serial vapist. I just love that name, man. That's
Yes, they are telepathic.
oh gosh, that's awesome. And don't worry, serial vapist. I've never seen a UFO either. I would probably poo my pants. Love never dies. That's true.
I've seen 100.
Hundreds, if not thousands. Are you for real, Mister Nice Guy 23? Now I read in the chat earlier that you have fans. Um, I apologize that I'm not familiar, but do you make videos?
Oh,
What
that's wild,
how
Aaron.
how you be having fans? Let's see. Let's cast the demons into Jesus portal. What? It's
Yeah,
well past
see?
midnight. Yes, it is well
Aaron's
past.
saying she's affecting electronics and things, which
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I like to call those people kinetics.
oh,
I mean, just so they have a name. But yeah, there's people that like walk past like at a computer lab. I've seen a person walk past the computers and they start like they just start messing up, and it's like whenever that person comes by, turn the computers off just in case. I started
Mr.
vaping
Nice
when I
Guy.
came up with this name. So wait, you weren't vaping before? You became cereal. You became the name. You see them every night. I can pray and they arrive. I'm serious. I believe you, Mister Nice Guy. I circulate through the Mandela effect chats. Okay, that's how you're famous. Cool. Um, I've never seen Black Lightning. Cameron Jackson. What is that?
They want to hear Mr. Nice Guy.
They want to who? What?
Tell a little more about it. I
Go on.
believe
Go.
I
Do
don't
go
rant.
on, Mister Nice Guy. If you would like, we can put you on live. You would have to. I'd have to have your email address, and you can. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I want to try to do that tonight. I still have a headache, but otherwise I would. We'll do that next time, unless Mister Nice Guy just stops chatting. Then we'll.
It happens.
They have
Huh.
been around since I was a child. Have you ever been abducted? That's probably a personal question.
Wait, where's that? Who's asking?
DJ's.
Oh,
I
you're
was. I
asking
was
him.
asking. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was asking Mister Nice Guy. Maybe 4 years old. So DJ Stereophonic said, I saw about 14 orbs and 3 humanoid angel types that same night, but tried to focus on the angels. My eyes vibrated and had to look away. That's interesting. Yeah, I feel like we can't look directly at certain things that are not exactly in our dimension or world, physical. I don't know, but I think that has to do with the rods and the cones in our eyes. There are far many more of one of I believe the rods, and they're on this. We have to look out of the side of our eyes to see with them. Let's see, no mic right now. Oh well, that okay.
I
Yeah, I have
think.
a headache anyway. But
Well,
let's see. So
is it getting any better?
Mythia says I've never seen one, but my son says he saw a small triangle craft. Oh crap! Appear when we were hanging in a Super 8 outdoor swimming pool. Sing us a song, Jewel. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. So that Mr. Nice Guy says, but the telepaths in my Truman Show have had bad experiences when they show up. Now you say your Truman Show. Can you? I heard you mention that earlier, and by heard you I mean read the text. um, and can you elaborate on that because you said something about your Truman Show? Or you're just saying your life, right? Because yeah, just clarify. But and so telepaths in your life have had bad experiences when they show up. Oh, so wait. So what he's saying is they have used their spidey sense and sensed not very nice things around him, I think, right? I have seen 4 triangles in 3 years, but I think they are ours. Oh, yeah. You know what? One, they probably are, but I mean, these days, one can never really know, I guess. Serial vapist. I had a dream maybe 8 months ago of being on an alien ship. There was a bunch of grays. They forced me through a hallway and made me eat this gross food. Looked like Brussels sprouts and milk.
Oh gosh.
I'm so sorry, sir. I don't mean to laugh. You can have more children than stars. Bobby Snake, hello, welcome. Says I saw 3 LED like bulb high in the sky moving so fast. Came near, go back again. I was fishing at night. That sounds like fun. 3 years ago. It wasn't human made things. Well, were you fishing alone? Did anyone else see that with you, Mr. Bobby? And Matthias says Mr. Nice Guy was the weed company on Half Baked. Thurgood Jenkins. I'm on to you, buddy. That's right. Mr. Nice Guy was the weed company. Thurgood Jenkins. I don't remember that name though. It was surreal. DJ Stereophonic says it was surreal because all the while the evangelicals were singing praise in the stadium. Oh, for the so DJ Stereophonic was saying that in was it Brazil? Um, Several years ago, he was there for a conference or something, and will you say it again, DJ Stereophonic? I'm sorry, I forgot exactly what it was, but it was surreal because all the while evangelicals were singing praise in the stadium. Do you think that they were singing praise and that brought possibly the lights there that happened over that place, or um, do you think that it was using that energy maybe after? I mean, it was there to maybe collect energy or something. Sixth sense telepaths have had a lot of agendas in my life. Well, agendas in your life? My goodness. I'm saying there are people that have manipulated my whole life because of my popularity with UFOs. Well, dang, man. That ain't fair to you. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm quite unhappy with the gang stalking aspects. Oh, gang stalking for real. You don't deserve that. Let's see. You've solved it, though? Let's see. Abundant testimonies that the Lumini are dressing up like aliens whom abduct people. Yes, I agree. Starting at a young age, and sexual deeds are done. Plus, the abductees are often cloned. I would agree that all of that is going on. Indeed, absolutely. It happens to the more RH negatives. Yeah. Okay. So everybody in my life is RH negative. I'm talking everybody. It is so weird, and I'm not. That I know of. I haven't checked since the Mandela effect, though.
Hmm.
But Bolivia, sorry, yeah, Bolivia was the place that DJ Stereophonic said that okay, he wasn't in the conference, but it was above a stadium. And you know what that story reminded me of was the at the Nelson Mandela funeral, there was a translator, what's it called, a sign language translator, who was reported in the news as having been a fake sign language translator. But my own personal take on it is I've studied it, and he wasn't fake. He just wasn't very good. But for South Africa, where the employment rate is horrendous, he was probably good for his field. But anyway, he claimed to have been distracted by angels over the Nelson Mandela funeral that were just coming into the audience and doing things with people. And I wish there was somebody who had done a report on that, but everybody just pretty much accused him of being a fake. Are you going to bed, Cameron Jackson?
Hmm. I'm not gonna say goodnight because
No, you don't get to ever again in your life.
I get it all messed up.
We're just gonna wait
We'll
for
say
it.
see
Wait.
you
Oh,
later,
really,
Cameron.
Mr. Nice Guy? You say you're an RH negative magnet, but have a rare blood variation myself. I don't know how rare mine is because I'm a little fuzzy on what it actually is now, but it is. I know that it's not RH negative. Well, I only know that because
Well,
I know what my parents were, but there is that whole deal. I should look at that again. I should look into it. Anyway,
well,
Della
I
Delanui 22 says I've seen many UFOs, orbs, strange lights throughout my life, and yes, they know when you're watching. Yes, it seems to be the case, and
well, I think they follow those who
yeah, I think that they
I think
definitely
they're
attach.
watching us. So,
Let's see. One said, "What if Earth is birthing?"
oh, I get you, Cameron.
Oh, hey, good night, Minister J. Lapine. I don't know if I caught you there to say good night, but sorry. One says, "What if Earth is birthing a new dimension, but only those noticing the Mandela effect get to go? That would give me that would give the ME a purpose so that it's not just crazy crap."
Hmm.
Well, I think it's crazy crap still, though. I'm just going to say it. Salted Cedar, you said that you saw that. You're talking about the guy who was the interpreter at the Mandela funeral. That was pretty weird. What was also pretty weird at Mandela's funeral was President Obama taking freaking selfies with that, what's her name, that white woman who, Michelle Obama, looking like she wanted to, you know, go ape ship on them. I mean, that was just highly inappropriate, I thought, unless it was a fake funeral. But I mean, obviously not. Like, you know, I don't know. It makes me mad. It makes me mad. I try not to be. 1 in 500 million rare, apparently. Oh, wow. That's what your blood variation is? Wow. Okay, Cameron Jackson, you're saying goodnight to another. Okay, well, oh, you're probably saying goodnight to Minister. Well, maybe we should all call it because I got a headache, y'all, and
Yeah.
I don't know where it is, what time it is for you guys, but it's pretty late for me. Testimonial.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's right. You're not saying goodnight. I forgot. You're not allowed.
Well, I was just trying to read over a few of the other comments that we might have missed. Just checking. Um,
Obama wanted strange.
hmm. Patrick Swayze, hold up. That's a new one for me. What's up with him?
Well, Patrick Swayze, and I wish I had looked it up at the time, but some people remember him having survived the cancer, totally beaten it.
What?
And I remember hearing that. I remember hearing that he survived and that he totally beat it. And then several years later, I remember hearing that no, he never beat it. He was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I had looked it up at the time because I kind of remember hearing both things. So Matthias says the song Clockwork Angels from the album Clockwork Angels is all about floating orbs of light floating in the air as people stand and stare. Celestial machinery, spirits in disguise. Check it. Wow, that sounds like an anthem for some moments of your life, testimonial truth.
Mm-hmm. Right. Absolutely.
Oh, you think my headache is from reading the chat and trying to answer everyone? And most don't even acknowledge. Well, yeah, because I can't stand it that people don't acknowledge the chatters. It's like I just don't like that barrier. And yeah, Patrick Swayze is definitely dead. But so here's my question: so when people do the like, okay, Nelson Mandela, people remember him dying. I remember his funeral taking up the TV for like 3 days. People were talking about it when I was pretty young, but and my parents couldn't explain to me what apartheid was or what Nelson Mandela, who he was, or anything. And I thought it was interesting that now he is, supposedly died in 2013 or whatever. And so I'm like, where is your soul if you're reported dead and not dead? Like, okay, what's his name? The evangelist who, what's his name?
Billy Graham.
Thank you very much, Billy Graham. Yeah, different people have very firm memories of him dying. So where, now since he's alive, on those timelines that he was dead, where was his soul? That's what I want to know. I mean, is it just sort of in limbo? Is it sort of, hovering above? Is it around here? I don't know. That's something I've been messing with, that idea. Swayze's totally dead, but the SNL skit with him and Farley totally boogieing to working for the weekend will live in infamy, as it well should. Bravo, sir. Yes, exactly. Consciousness lies deep in the brain. Death is sleep. I don't believe in death, but I do believe that consciousness is powerful. Daniel Stark, yes, you sure can. My email is affectedcollective@gmail. So yeah, I think we should go ahead and get going though, everybody. And say goodnight, testimonial truth.
Finally for real.
Yeah, you can for real this time. But
Oh,
well,
I'm
I want
sorry
to
you have a
say
headache.
thank you, everybody. Thank you. It's okay. But I want to thank everybody for oh yeah, thank you. Thank you, Delanui 22. I don't know if I'm butchering your name. I agree, serial rapist death is a transition. And yeah, good night, everybody.
I agree.
Say good night, Gracie, which is no longer in our timeline.
Oh,
It's just they all just say goodnight. He says say goodnight and she says goodnight, and it's totally not right. DJ Stereophonics snoring. Thank you very much.
Zing.
That is sweet of you to say that you hope my headache gets better. I'm gonna probably go lay down
Alrighty.
and then probably think I should be working. But thank you all for being here, and I promise we're gonna get better at doing live chats and being able to share things. And yeah, I'll get better at using the equipment we believe exists on many different dimensions all the time. So if you're not here, you're simply awake in another one. Wow. Thanks, Salted Cedar. You are so cool, man. Goodness gracious. Thanks all for coming. All right. Well, okay. Now you can say goodnight, testimonial, for real this time.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. We love you. Appreciate
That
you.
was awesome. All right, guys. We'll see you again soon. Okay. Bye. Much
Good
love to
night.
everybody.